Howdy, I'm Nate, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made this overly complicated magnet sweep using superglue methods. I start by cutting a piece of 2x2 pine to a length that is a little longer than 3 of the magnets that I'll be using. Next I cut a dado in a 2x2 using my homemade router table. The dado's depth and width needs to fit the magnet flush to the surface of the wood. Next I move over to my drill press to drill a hole for a handle. I'm using a 1/2 inch Forstner bit. The hole I make is 1 inch deep. Using a medium viscosity superglue, I glue rare earth magnets into the dado, leaving a little space at the ends. A disposable rag can be used to wipe off any glue squeeze out. I trim off some of the excess length using a hand miter saw. Using a metal straight edge and a razor blade, I cut a faceplate covering for the magnets out of acrylic. Simply scoring a line multiple times and then snapping that line on the edge of a table is a great way to cut acrylic. I then cut it to length. With the protective film removed, I can glue the acrylic to the wood with superglue. To speed up the adhesion, I use activator. Superglue is great at filling small voids and cracks. A thick viscosity glue will fill an opening better than a thin viscosity glue. It is as simple as filling it with superglue and letting it dry. I also tested this with a medium thick black superglue that can be used to match a black surface. Superglue can be easily sanded, so when I filled up the void, it bubbled up a little over the edge and then I sanded it flat. Next, I'm going to add wheels. I'm going to complicate things a little by doing each wheel differently to illustrate other uses of superglue. One axle hole is cut with a 1/4 inch bit and the other with a 13/64 bit. My wheels will be cut out using a large hole saw and sanded smooth. I drive a 1/4 inch bolt in the 13/64 hole. This cuts threads into the soft wood. After removing the bolt, I apply thin superglue to the wood threads. The thin superglue is soaked up by the soft wood and hardens the fibers. This greatly increases the strength of the wooden threads. On the side with the 1/4 inch hole, I use medium superglue in the hole and on the 1/4 inch dowel, and then I knock them together with a mallet. To help the wheels roll, I decided to glue some 130C rubber tape on the wheels. Rubber is notoriously difficult to glue. Superglue is capable of gluing various rubbers, including natural rubbers. With a little patience, I was able to glue the rubber tape to the wood. I think the medium viscosity glue I was using was being soaked up by the wood so quickly it would have been better for me to use a thick viscosity glue. Also, applying it to the rubber instead of the wood may help with the adhesion. Using a small drill, I make a hole for the cotter key. This hole is reinforced with thin superglue. Thin superglue is like water, and it soaks up into wood very quickly. With the wheel and washer on the axle, I install a cotter key to hold them on. On the other side, the bolt is installed with a wheel and a washer also. Lastly, thick superglue is used on the 1/2 inch hole and on the 1/2 inch dowel. Activator is used to decrease dry time. At the most, this cost me about $10 in supplies to make. It is great at picking up small metal objects and is reasonably sized for my workspace. If you don't already have a brand of superglue that you really enjoy, consider checking out Starbond. I do believe they are a quality brand. I've been using them in my shop for over 2 years, and they are continually making fresh batches of superglue, so you know what you get delivered to your door is fresh. Additionally, I got a promo code in my video description to get a percentage off. If you enjoyed this video, save it for later with a playlist and share it with somebody you think would also enjoy it.